Be the very first to know exactly when your favorite brands like Singer will be on air. You simply go to your HSN account and update your communication preferences to select your favorite brands. There's actually over 350 to choose from, and you'll always be in the know. You'll never miss out on things like we're about to share with you, a world launch, a world premiere from Singer to everyone, the crafters out there, and for those who just love, you know, being able to sew and really take your crafting level and sewing levels to the next step. And it's a first. So first off, we want to talk about the size of this.
Isn't it impressive?
Bethany McHugh, who works again as the lead educator with Singer, as a sewer, and have been for many, many years. This has got to kind of be a dream come true for everybody, right?
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. I mean, as someone who's been using cutting machines for 15 years and been sewing for over 30 years, to see these two worlds come together with Singer, it's a dream come true, and I'm so honored that I get to share this with you guys for the first time here on HSN. It's our official launch of the Singer Momento.
Momento, and I love the banner. We do need a little moment. Wait, you're going to need a moment when you see everything that this is going to enable you, the projects, to do so much easier.
Oh, it's wonderful. I cannot wait to walk you through everything this machine can do. We have a lot to cover, but I love that you pointed out my banner. I made this on Saturday. It took me 10 minutes with the Momento. I'm not joking. It was so easy, and we're going to show you exactly how easy it is to make. But what's your first impression of this machine?
It's the size.
It's the size, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a 24-inch cutting machine, meaning it's 24 inches wide, and then you can just kind of keep going this way. Okay, so it's a huge machine that's going to be able to cut so many different materials. We're going to go all of that. The other thing I like to point out, and we're going to show this a lot, is our LCD screen. This is touchscreen and full color, which I think is wonderful. It means that I can do projects right from the screen, and I don't even have to have a device connected to it, which is exactly how we're going to demo this today.
So Wi-Fi.
It is Wi-Fi enabled. It does connect Wi-Fi, so as long as your computer, your tablet, or your phone that you're using is connected to the same Wi-Fi, you can use it. But again, I have projects saved on my machine, so I don't even have to.
And I love this shot there because you can really see, even though we keep saying the size, it's not a massive footprint.
It's
That's
really
the thing that's so amazing about this, to be able to do the capabilities that we're going to show you. Here's what I want to mention, and Bethany, you know this better. This is not available anywhere right now,
correct?
Not.
It's only on HSN the entire month of March.
So the entire month of March.
Nobody else has it.
When it launches, it's launching at $200 more. Okay, with maybe a different configuration, but the point being is, it's here today, it's $200 off. So, yes, we have it available on 4 flex payments, but it also, if you have the HSN charge card, this is gonna qualify for our no interest, no payments for the next 18 months. Just pay it off every single month. It'll be $38.88. Okay, so those are just tuning in right now. Bethany, let's tell them how this works, and let's tell them how creative and some of the things we're gonna be able to do.
We're gonna inspire you today. Let's talk about what comes in the box, because I think it's important for you to know exactly what you're getting with the brand new Singer Momento. So obviously this beautiful machine that we have just worked so hard on for you all. But other things that come in the box standard is you're gonna get a piece of vinyl and a transfer tape, so that when you get this machine out of the box, you are ready to hit the ground running. We have this QR code on this card right here. So when you get your machine out of the box, there's this card that has a QR code. Do not throw that away. Hold on to that. You're gonna scan that QR code. We have a plethora of videos that are gonna walk you through how to set it up, how to connect it to your Wi-Fi, how to make your first cut, how to load mats, all the things that you need to know to be able to successfully use your Momento right out of the box.
And ideas, I'd imagine, too.
Oh, yes. Once we get you set up and running the machine and taking those first cuts, you're gonna set up a wonderful account with our mySewnet software. This is our crafting software. So Singer is known for sewing and embroidery. We have a mySewnet embroidery software already that people know and love. So we just extended that with a crafting side of our software that works with our Momento. So we have a whole library of projects to inspire you.
Fantastic.
What else comes with the machine is this beautiful mat right here. This is our standard grip mat. This is a 12 by 24 inch mat. This is a 12 by 24 inch mat. You are going to be able to cut the full 24 inch width with this mat right out of the box. So this comes standard. Our basic blade right here comes standard. This is what's cutting your cardstock and your vinyls that we know and love. This is our rotary blade. We are the only craft cutting machine on the market that includes the rotary blade in the box, standard. Always comes with it, because we are Singer. We have our fabric crafters in mind. We want them to be able to cut fabric and other materials, and that's what this is. Then we also have a pen that comes in the box. I want to show it to you real quick because it's a dual tip. So you actually get 2 pens in one. There's one end that's a marker, and then the other end, pull that off. There we go. It's a good tight grip. Is a fine point pen. So you can turn it over and use either side. So this comes with it as well, so you can start drawing and making cards and those paper crafts that we've been looking at all day today. So I feel like you're truly set up for success. But you know, here on HSN, we had to throw in just one more thing that doesn't normally come in the box with a Momento, and that is this mat right here. You're getting a second mat. This is our fabric grip mat. So this is specifically for our fabric crafters, our sewists, any of the fabric artists out there that want to be able to cut fabric materials with our rotary blade. You're gonna need this mat. Normally it doesn't come in the box, but for HSN and for our special exclusive launch, we had to add it for you guys.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see all the different things. So I'm thinking a mile, like a minute right now, if you're like home for a small business.
I know, we're gonna do it all. Let's go over here.
And you're telling me, look at this quilt.
Okay. Isn't that stunning?
So you cut every one of these pieces out of...
Yeah, let's cut something.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm going like way ahead, but I'm so excited for everybody to get this home.
I'm gonna show you right here on their screen. I've already loaded the mat. It's already under our little wheels. I'm gonna go to favorites, and this is where you can save projects, things that you cut on a regular basis. I'm gonna tap my project. It's gonna walk me through the steps. I've already got my mat selected. I'm gonna tell it I wanna use quilting cotton because that's what this material is, and I wanna hit cut design. And it's gonna start cutting. You just wanna make sure that you leave the space clear in front and behind of your machine so nothing bumps it. You see the little wheels spinning, that's our rotary blade, and it's gonna start cutting out our shapes.
Oh, no kidding, it's like magic.
Do you hear how quiet it is?
Yeah, it's super
so quiet.
Wow, and so, did you tell it what type of size and measurement and everything, or it asked you?
I already had saved this project, so it's just repeating the project that I had saved in my favorites. And it's gonna cut out our little shapes, and we're gonna have them here in just a second, which is super fun. But I just like to point out just how quiet it is, how fast it is. I've got it at the highest speed because I want you to see just how fast you can cut with this machine. And it's just so fun.
So everything is right there on the screen.
Everything's right here. I don't have a computer. I don't have a tablet.
I love that.
I don't have a phone.
So could you be in another room?
You could be in another room, and with it being this quiet, you could have kids sleeping in the room next to you and still be doing some late night crafting.
It's a great point.
All right, so now it's done. And I'm just going to go back to the home screen and eject the mat. Okay. And we're just gonna peel this off and see our shapes that we cut out.
And that's going to be sticky, right?
It is a sticky mat.
Okay.
It is a sticky mat. You want to pull that side, I'll hold the mat. It's a 2-team effort. There we go. Look how beautiful these are.
Wow.
So we have our shapes, and we can just pull these right off.
Look at that.
So if you wanted to applique this on your quilt or your shirt or your bag or your dress, you absolutely could. And it cuts out all the shapes, Yeah, it's that easy. Now you had mentioned the quilt.
Even like if you do like dishware or things like that. I mean, anything you can do. So, okay, this will stay and remain sticky, correct?
It will. So I want to point that out. It is important with any of these kind of mats that you do take care of them. So after a few cuts, if you see it starting to get a little fuzzy from, strings or anything like that, especially on the fabric mats, you want to make sure that you clean them. So you can either use a water-based, like a baby wipe, and just wipe them down, or you can use like a very mild soap and just hand wash. You don't want to scrub, you don't want to scrape, that would remove the sticky. But once, I have a wash day. So you wash all your mats at once, you lay them flat to dry, and then they'll be sticky. And you do want to, they do have a protective cover that goes on them when you're not using them.
Okay,
So
and remember, you're getting 2 of those mats.
You are getting 2 in the box. So the other thing that you mentioned is this quilt over here. This is a special project that's going to be in our mySewnet library. And you mentioned, look at all those little pieces.
Yes.
It's a lot of little pieces. Nobody wants to cut out that many little pieces.
So what would you have to do otherwise? I mean,
you would use a ruler and a rotary cutter and a rotary mat, and by hand have to cut and hope that you're cutting it precisely every single time, which I have been known to not do. I love the look of quilts, and I love sewing quilts. I do not enjoy cutting out all the quilting pieces. That's why I really don't do quilting. Yes, but look at all of these. Look at all of these.
You're
There's
kidding.
36 2.5-inch squares.
So
I cut all 36 on this one mat. I filled the mat with fabric just like we had, and I cut 36 out.
How much time does that save?
A ton of time and the precision, right?
Yes.
So right here on our screen, we have open preset design, and I'm gonna tap on that. We have squares, triangles, diamonds, all the common shapes that you would use in quilting. And I can select one, tell it to fill the mat, and it will fill, and I'll tell you, it'll ask me how big my mat is. And I'll tell it, oh, I'm using a 12 by 24 mat, or I'm using our bigger 24 by 24 inch mat, right? And it will fill the mat. So on this 12 by 24 inch mat, I can get 36 2.5 inch squares.
Wow.
On our bigger mat, I can get 80 2.5 inch squares in one cut. It's so fast.
That's a huge, I mean, I keep saying, think at the surface like a large product or project that you're doing like quilting, which a lot of people don't do anymore because of that reason. It's so difficult, right? And time consuming to cut all them out. If you are just tuning in, this is the world premiere. You're not going to find this cutter from Singer out in retail until after the end of March. It's exclusive to us here. And for that, we did a special configuration. We love that. And we're offering, of course, you know, a lot of exciting $200 savings. I mean, that just right off the bat is outstanding. And of course, yes, it's an investment. This is truly for those who are looking to do and complete those amazing projects in like a quarter of the time. Or for a small business, which
Absolutely. So that's
I just noticed what you have on. Okay.
You're picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes, I'm looking at these darling earrings on you.
Oh, yes,
and I thought that earlier. I said, they're the cutest little earrings. You made them yourself.
With the Momento. And I actually have the exact same material right here. This is cork. Have you ever felt cork material before? It's really soft. It's very lightweight. I don't even realize I have these earrings on. And we are going to place this mat in. So I haven't loaded it yet because I wanted to show you how it loads. So we're gonna hit load mat. I have the mat bumped right up to our pinch wheels right here. These pinch wheels actually are movable. Okay, so I can adjust the pinch wheels based on where my material is. And I have a couple pieces of cork on here, but we're gonna go to favorites again. So if I was like a small business owner, had a little jewelry shop, maybe I wanted to do a vendor fair and make a bunch of these, I could have my files saved right here. Go next, and we're just gonna click through. I'm using the same mat. I'm gonna select cork this time, and it's gonna start cutting out the earrings that I have on right now.
No way.
Yeah, super quick, super easy. It's gonna think about it because it's got. I'm telling it to cut something new, and then once it's done, it'll start cutting and it'll peel right off and be super quick.
And you can pick any shape that you want.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you have a cut file or an SVG file, which is a typical cutting machine cut file, you can load that into our software and be able to cut it.
And then you can save it in there?
You can save it in our software. You can make changes. You can make your own designs in our software. We have a ton of fonts. We have a ton of basic shapes. We have our quilting presets, and we have a ton of library projects in our mySewnet library that you can access to be able to, you know, cut and make anything that you want.
And you're like, it's like your mind, the sky's the limit. Let me just say
absolutely.
that, right?
Absolutely, and I feel like we really opened that limit with this 24-inch wide space.
Exactly.
The size of the projects that you can do.
Is there anything else out there like that?
I mean, not really, not that really focuses on the fabric, right?
Yes,
as Singer,
of course.
we know fabric, we know how important it is to get that precision cut, so we really honed in on how important it is that if we were gonna produce a cutting machine, it was gonna be highly focused on rotary cutter, quality, smart blades, and being able to do fabric.
Look at those earrings. Are you kidding me?
Those are the ones I'm wearing.
How cute are they? And then what was the silver ones? Are they like little?
They're little lightning bolts.
And what is that?
It's like a vinyl faux leather kind of.
Really?
They're glittery. They would actually look really cute on you.
You could do. Listen, my mind's going a mile a minute here. I love my jewelry. You could do this and like make it like a flea market.
Exactly.
And I know a lot of people do that. They're darling too. How cute is that?
All right. So we have our machine has finished cutting our cork. Do you want to do the reveal?
Sure.
You want to just pull that?
You bet.
There you go.
Oh, no way.
How easy is that?
Are you kidding?
They're beautiful, right?
So you just made 4 pairs of earrings.
4 pairs of earrings in just a few seconds. I could have filled this whole mat with that.
Oh,
you want to pull it off?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see if we can get one there.
Then you get a little shepherd's hook and you're set.
There you go. So it's super easy, beautiful little cuts.
And they're super lightweight. They're darling.
I don't even feel like I have them on. I don't usually wear big earrings, but I love how lightweight they are.
You could sleep in those. Now,
I mean, I might if I forget.
And remember, you could do anything you want. I mean, you can customize this to the umph degree.
Oh, yeah.
So again, if you are just tuning in, this was launched earlier today.
Yes.
It's not going to be on market, available to market until April.
Yes.
It's exclusively ours for the big it's our
launch.
biggest,
We're so excited.
craft month of the year here with us. And it's also wonderful because, of course, you can take advantage of FlexPay. There's 4 monthly flex payments, so I think that's still under $200. Or if you have the HSN charge card, or today might be a great day to apply, you can take advantage of no interest, no payments for 18 months, which I think it's like under $40. Yeah, under $40. Just pay that off every single month, and it's yours once it's done. Like I said, it's an investment, but this is like for those who really I truly want to take your projects to the next level. It's funny, one of my dear friends' daughter is having her first baby, and she was showing me the nursery, and the first thing that jumped out to me was it was a quilt.
Yeah.
That was handmade, and I was like, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
And it made the nursery, and she was like, Lynn, it's so funny because that's, Mackenzie is her name. It's her favorite gift that she received. But people don't do that anymore because of the time and everything else.
I got quilts when my son was a baby, but that was 17 years ago. And I still have them. I'm like, what do I do with them? They're so pretty. I did turn one of them into a coat. I had to turn one of them so I can still use it.
Yes.
All right, so I can't wait to show you this next one. Remember that banner on the front of the table over there that I made? I had to celebrate, make it a party, right? We had to have a banner for the Momento. Well, this is that same felt. Felt is actually really challenging to cut on a cutting machine because it's thick and fluffy. So we're gonna load the mat and we're gonna cut that same pennant that I have over there on my banner.
How great would this be for teachers in a school?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
absolutely.
Right?
And my fabric came up a little bit, and that's okay. We're gonna go to our favorites and pick my little pennant here. It's super cute.
And we'll get a shot on the screen, so I want everybody to see exactly.
Yes.
It's like touch screen.
It's a touch screen. It's super easy. I mean, I'm doing it upside down here, so if I can do it upside down, you absolutely can do it. There we go. And it's gonna load and cut out this felt flawlessly, which is just so fun. And I made that little banner over there in 10 minutes.
Honest to goodness.
That's cutting the felt, cutting the heat transfer glitter vinyl that I pressed onto it, sewed it together, super easy.
And all the wording, the letters, all that too, you had saved in here and it cut those out?
So the letters are actually a font that was in our mySewnet software that comes with the machine. So I just typed out Momento and cut out all the letters.
So remember, when you get this at home, there you can see a little bit of glitter that Bethany was just talking about. We want to make sure the first thing you do is scan that QR scan.
Absolutely.
And that is what's going to, you might be thinking, I don't know, I don't know how to even go about all that. Yeah. It'll walk you through, correct,
absolutely.
Bethany?
We want you to be set up for success as soon as you get this out of the box. So that little QR code is your lifeline to success. So be sure you scan it. We're going to walk you through exactly how to set it up, connect it, load your first mat, make your first cut, and we're gonna show this one right here. You ready?
Oh, we get to reveal it, yes.
Reveal it.
Okay.
I'll let you pull that side.
You got it.
There's our pennant.
Oh, yes.
All right, and then this comes right up.
Okay.
I'll let you pull that part up.
You bet.
Voila.
Oh, wow.
And now I can stick a letter on there
Sure.
or whatever I want.
How clever
How cute.
is that?
And you could do so many shapes with that, right?
Yes.
Make fun little banners that, or garlands that go across your mantle or in your child's bedroom or the classroom or whatever.
Yeah, how perfect. I mean, a baby shower.
I know,
Congratulations.
that would be so
like
cute. Birthday.
Holidays, right? My mind's going to my
all day,
Your
right?
favorite sports team. Okay, so this you can see is left behind. So let's talk to those again, because this is a sticky surface.
It is.
So how do I go about just removing that?
Okay, great question, and I'm glad we're talking about this because you're always going to have a little residue, especially on the fabrics. And this felt is a good example and why I wanted to bring it today. This little outline right here, you could just take that baby wipe that I was talking about earlier, the water-based.
Okay.
We don't want to do anything with a lotion, so a water-based baby wipe. Or you could get some mild soap and just gently wash it off. You don't want to use a scrubber or a scraper, but it will come right off, and then you just lay it flat to dry, and then the sticky will come right back.
Fantastic.
It's still sticky now.
Okay, we have so many more projects to share with you. Let's come over one more time and show everyone this world launch. It's a premiere. We'll not find it. When you do, it's going to be a couple $100 more, and I love our partnership with brand name, especially Singer, been around over 175 years now?
173, I think it'll be 174 later this year, if I remember correctly.
When you think of sewing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the first name? I know forever, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother.
It is the brand of sewing.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's the first time they thought, it makes so much sense. Let's do a cutter. Let's do it, you know what, in full capacity, one of the largest you're going to find.
Yeah, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
Right, and really accepted to be able to take that challenge of any type of fabrication, knowing, of course, that obviously sewers, but crafters are really, you know, about 90% sewers and crafters hand in hand.
We're excited about this because not only did we really focus on the fabric crafters, but we're going to actually kind of take those fabric crafters and turn them into other types of crafters with cardstocks and vinyls and expand their crafting. But then the flip side of that is we're going to take our cardstock and vinyl crafters and make them sewing crafters. So this is really a great opportunity for so many people in the crafting world.
The best of all worlds and everything you need. I know it looks like, oh, how am I going to do this? They really simplify it, especially giving you, again, the extra bonuses. You get those 2 individual mats that we are showcasing.
So you do get the fabric mat, which is not something that normally comes with a machine. This is not going to be done again.
Right.
This is HSN.
It's a separate purchase.
Launch. Yes, normally it would be. So to be able to have the fabric mat in the box along with the standard grip, you're going to be able to do everything that we're demonstrating today.
Wonderful. And this one here?
Yes, so this is the standard grip, which is what I'm using over on the other side. And we're going to get to that one in a second. But what I've been using so far is just the fabric grip mat.
Okay, perfect.
For all of these different materials, the corks, the felts, the quilting cotton, all of that.
All of that. And then the accessories, all included.
So what we've used so far is the rotary blade. Now, one thing that's kind of different about our blade is it's got this little outlet right here. I don't know if you can see that. It plugs in. That means it's a smart blade. It's got a little computer chip and it just is so smart. That's how we get that precision cut and that accuracy. We just elevated the fabric cutting experience on a cutting machine with this blade. We also have our basic blade. This is going to be your cardstocks and your vinyls, those kind of fun projects that we're going to show in just a minute. And we do include a dual tip pen and marker, which is right here. Let's see if I can, these are, whoop, it just popped right out. Look at that. I pulled it too hard. Let's pull this one out. There is the marker side.
So if you're crafting and all of those, so you get a fine tip and then you get a regular marker.
And you get a regular marker as well.
Okay, perfect. So that's your configuration. Let's go and show you more. Even if we come down and look at these projects, I mean, I love this because your mind really starts getting excited. Like, oh, I can do that.
Now,
Are you kidding?
I feel like you're gonna love my little purse right here.
Already. Oh, wow. Okay, so
that is all cut with vinyl.
Faux leather?
It's a vinyl faux leather, and it's cut right here on this memento and then sewn together. This is a project that is available in our mySewnet library.
Is that
So as soon as you get this and you get it set up, you could go get that project and get to cutting.
That looks like it's a designer bag.
I know.
It does.
We really elevate everything so that you can look like you are truly making high-end professional projects.
So this little darling, look at this.
It's a little dress.
So
that is an applique.
Then that's just cut out.
So those shapes that we cut out earlier, those would just be pressed onto the little dress and sewn around.
Oh my goodness, like all the little projects. I mean, everything from eyeglass cases, jewelry like we showed you.
These little monsters are adorable.
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Is that also on the app?
It is.
It is? Okay, so we'll scan through so you can see some of those. Of course, the quilt and stuff. I love the little checkers that you did up there with the little checkerboard.
And we have our little pieces in here. And this is all quilted, and it's all cut with the machine, so you can quilt it together.
How fun. Oh my goodness, yeah, a little tooth. Oh.
That's for the tooth fairy.
Yes, look, a little tooth, a little pouch right here. Oh, is that cute? I mean, a million different things.
I mean,
all right.
I cannot wait to see what people make with this machine. As soon as they get it home, they're going to have so many creative ideas and inspiration. So be sure to share it on social media because we want to see what you make with it, for sure.
Certainly. Okay, come on over here. We are very busy. World launch. Won't be available until April. $200 off, again, just here at HSN. Flex pay, not everywhere do you have the opportunity to break up your payments, which we love that you can do that over the next 4 months. It very well, if this is your first purchase today, guess what? If you're a crafter, you're not paying another penny. All you pay is $7.50 to ship. And that may have been at midnight last night, or that may have been shopping this afternoon on hsn.com. But once your cart gets to you, again, that's it, $7.50. It's free shipping too.
Right.
So, and then we have our VIP if you don't have the, or if you have the I love my HSN charge card. We do so many great promotions all year, like extra flex and no interest, no payments on specific things. All right, now let's talk Crafters.
Okay, so this is gonna be set up for our basic blade and our pin. So one thing I haven't shown you yet is we have 2 tool bays. I tried to say it earlier, dual tool bay, but that was a mouthful, so we're gonna say 2. There's the first one and the second one. The first one is where any sort of cutting is gonna happen. So our basic blade here, our rotary blade we were using earlier, we have other blades that are sold separately and they go in this tool bay. The second tool bay is for your pins. So our dual tip pins, our markers, we have gel pins, other things like that, but that is where that's gonna go. So we can actually load both the tools, the pin and the blade at the same time, because I have some cardstock on this mat. So this is our standard grip mat. We've got some cardstock on here. I'm gonna go back to my favorites, and I have a little flower right here.
We're gonna show the touch screen. There you go.
There you go. So we've got our little flower design. I'm gonna tell it I'm using the 24 by 12 mat, and I am using the cardstock. We're gonna hit cut. Now watch real fast.
Oh, I don't think their camera can get, oh. Oh, how cute.
How fast was that? Now it's gonna switch to the blade and it's gonna cut out the flower.
No kidding.
How fast was that drawing?
That was like less than 3 seconds.
3, maybe, at best.
If that, yeah.
At best.
You're right. And now it's second time around.
And it's cutting it out, and it's that simple.
And you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you wanted, could you do multiple, like put another?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You could set up, when you are in our software, you can set up your design and place it wherever you want it to cut or draw on the mat. So you have a lot of creative freedom there. We just kept with some simple things for today's demonstration because of time. But yeah, so that is a beautiful drawing. And then, I mean, if you were making cards, you wanted to have like beautiful handwriting, sayings, or you wanted to not sign it with your handwriting, you want to use a very pretty font, you absolutely could.
So you could do calligraphy.
Absolutely.
Or, no
absolutely.
way.
So I think scrapbookers are going to love this. People who do the scrapbooking, card making, any of those kind of types of crafts. I love to make envelopes, and then to have this write my envelope so I don't have to write the addresses is a good idea.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So we're gonna set this one aside, but I just had to show the pin in action. It's cut, we could pull it off.
I'm gonna show everybody just so you can see.
Okay, let's see if we can get that right off of there. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Perfect.
There you go. I'll pass that over to you.
And then you could even use this part for scrapbooking as
well.
well.
Or a stencil.
Or a stencil. Yes, exactly. Terrific.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll set that one aside. The next thing I want to show you is what we most commonly use cutting machines for, which is vinyl, right?
It's amazing. I've never seen a cutter this fast and so precise. It's like it does all the work for you. So quiet. Yeah, great point.
All right, so I'm gonna slide this in. This is just adhesive vinyl. It's a 12 by 24 sheet of adhesive vinyl, and I'm gonna load the mat. So let me tap that.
And you'll actually see it like go through.
It goes through. If it goes back and forth and there's any sort of wave or warp in the mat, it means it wasn't loaded correctly. You wanna make sure you've got it through our guides, which are very easily to find. And then we're going to go over here to favorites, and we're going to tap on this cut and walk through it. And we've got our mat selected. This time I'm gonna tap on vinyl, and it's gonna start cutting. Now this is, we were talking earlier about the teachers.
Yes.
And the classroom, okay? Well, I already kind of cut one out. So while this is cutting, so this says Miss Bethany's classroom, and it has a bunch of little kids' names on it. So imagine being able to like personalize your classroom, their cubbies, so they know where to put their lunchbox after lunch or hang their backpacks. So, and this was all on one mat.
And that probably,
in one cut.
And it did it all for you.
It's so easy. So this one right now is only cutting Miss Bethany's classroom for time's sake, because filling up a whole mat takes a little longer. But this is just vinyl. You would stick a little transfer tape on here and be able to stick it wherever you want. You could put it on a cup.
Darling is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so many different projects, and like same thing here. I'm looking at this mat.
Okay.
So
can we talk about this mat?
So cute.
This is a doormat. Now, this isn't vinyl or anything, but what this is we took kind of like the cardstock, we cut it out, but weeded away the letters so it's a stencil, and then you stick that on the mat, and then you paint it like a stencil.
How clever!
But this was all on one mat.
So you could change the font, you could do whatever you want to do. Obviously, you're in control of the color or whatever, that maybe you're going to put a pair of shoes over here.
You could do something for every holiday like we were talking about earlier.
What a great idea. Again, if you are like a small business and love doing like creative things like this, or make it really special and custom to whatever the season is.
I have one at home. This is Wipe Your Paws for my dogs.
Oh, how cute is that? I know if you are just tuning in, we're going to be putting a clock up on the screen. This is our world launch. It's the world premiere. It's not even available for Singer anywhere else in retail, only here at HSN. And we have a $200 savings. That is why, and again, it is an investment, but this is something you're going to have forever. I mean, this is a cutter to the nth degree that does everything and couldn't do it any quicker or more precisely or quieter. To Bethany's point, 24 inches. So it's going to take those projects and obviously speed them up. And we're going to give you some more great ideas, but only here at HSN for the month of March are we doing this world launch, $200 savings, 4 flex payments, and then with the HSN charge card, we have that no interest, no payments for, 18 months, which is fantastic. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So
it's already done?
It's already done.
No way. Wow.
It's been done. We're done. It's that fast.
Jeebus.
All right, so this is just that vinyl, and we're just going to weed it, and just so smooth. I'm going to let you pull that side nice and gentle. So easy.
Look at that. It's no, pulling,
and that's
no tearing.
sticky, so when you get done, just kind of crumble it up.
Okay.
And then you would just take a little weeding tool, and this is where you would just weed out those extra little pieces on this center. But it's just so easy to do because it cuts so precisely. So not only is it fast and quiet, but look how easy that is.
And so professional.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't even know. Like, I'd have to go and have this go to a place that creates these or makes these or however,
And now you can just do it yourself.
Now you can do it yourself. Okay, speaking of do it yourself, some other fun things. Can we talk about some neat ideas? So walk us through, again, our crafters out there, they get it. They know, cutting machines. We probably haven't seen one of this size, especially not by Singer.
I love this question because look at this flower.
It's gorgeous.
This flower is made out of cardstock. It is massive, okay? And it's just layers of cardstock glued together, but this was all cut on the Momento because we have that 24-inch wide cut-in space that just makes it so easy to be able to cut large things. I mean, this would just look beautiful in a little girl's room or your classroom or anywhere, to be honest, a wedding, a shower.
Sure.
Exactly. So we have some really fun projects
and that's
that are
on the app?
It's all on the mySewnet library.
Which you're going to get access to.
Yes.
And that, like we said, is a little scan. We'll go through it one more time, but the little app that you get when you open this up, it's all there. Okay, some other fun, where to begin? Look at this cute
It's a little cape. Isn't that adorable?
Well, we'll go down here. All right,
So our Mr. and Mrs., I think bridal gifts or bridal shower gifts are wonderful for these types of machines. You have the little passport book that you can personalize, again, with that cork. These slippers were actually cut with, the pattern is cut with the Momento, sewn together, and then use heat transfer vinyl to personalize across the toe. So the whole thing is made and cut out with the Momento.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
Wow, I love
and
it.
And we obviously had to have our cookie jar. So
yes. And then you decide, just like we're showing you in Miss Bethany's classroom, you decide the font you want, the color you want, what you're going to be able to use. So perfect for crafting or, again, just personalizing whatever it may be. Maybe it's, just personalizing coffee cups.
Exactly.
Right? All of those things that make gift giving and maybe it's your own, small business that much easier and that much quicker.
Yes.
So we have just shown you, and if we come back and we start, back to the quilt.
You want to go back to the fabric? You want to cut something else on here?
So I do.
Okay.
So something like this, when you would have to hand cut
Oh
everything.
my gosh. There's a reason I don't do
So what would you say
quilts.
the time takes you?
I probably am not the best judge of that because I actually avoid cutting out quilt pieces because that's the part of the process I don't enjoy. If I could pay someone else to do it for me, I would because I like the sewing part. But here with the Momento, I can cut all of those pieces and get to the sewing so much faster, which is the fun part. So I just, it saves you so much time.
Yeah, and we're showing you some of those other different, projects you can do. So what is this now here, Beth?
So this is actually a flannel. If you want to feel it, it's really soft. It's a soft flannel material, and we're going to cut out a doggy bandana.
Oh, cute.
Because who doesn't love to make something for their puppy dogs?
Yes.
So I'm going to load my mat.
Even that would be so cute to sell, like little flea markets in different colors.
Exactly. So let me select my little pattern here. we'll walk through our little steps.
So these are patterns you had saved already in here, so you can save ones that you love.
Or that you want to repeat a bunch of times, or you know you're going to make it again, absolutely. You could always send projects to the machine from your computer, your tablet, or your mobile phone. And this little groove right here at the top, this is a great place to put your phone or tablet while you're using it. So if you need a place to rest that so you can see what you're going to be cutting, and you can use it right here. Or you could be in the other room.
It's a great
You don't
idea.
even have to be in the same room. So let's get this cutting real quick. And it's gonna take a second and spin that little rotary blade, and it's gonna cut out a little doggy bandana in this fun little kaleidoscope fabric.
How adorable. And then voila, probably in less than 5 minutes, not even, no.
5 seconds.
Oh, that fast.
This is gonna cut very fast. It's almost done.
And as far as when I get it home, is there a lot that I need to do to set it up?
No, absolutely not. Like I said, that QR code is going to walk you through the entire process. We have some wonderful step-by-step videos. When I set mine up for the first time, I didn't have those videos. And I turned it on, and it tells me how to log in, how to connect to my Wi-Fi. It's very user-friendly, and I was able to get going right away.
Without any of the...
I didn't have those, because I've had this one for a little while. I've been playing around with it, obviously. So let's close this. We were already done. We're going to eject our mat. All right, and let's peel this up and see our little doggy bandana.
How cute.
I'll let you get that side of it.
Oh.
Okay, now this may not look like a puppy dog bandana yet, but just wait.
And this is like a soft felt.
Isn't it beautiful? And so cozy. So you're just gonna fold this in half and sew it together, and it's gonna go right over the doggy collar.
So cute.
How
if you
cute is
have
that?
a grooming business, I always love that when they put like a little something special.
I love it when
like
my pups come home with a cute little bandana.
Of course.
So yeah, this is our little doggy bandana pattern. And now that I've cut this, I could, go wipe this off, and it would be clean and ready to do some more cuts.
And just so if you are tuning in, we're gonna come on over here and show you this world launch configuration. The size on here. This is a cutter by Singer. This is something I know they've been working on a long, long time.
We have. Our team has been putting some hard hours in making sure that this was perfect for our fabric crafters, but also our other crafters as well. We really want everyone to have a blast with this machine.
I love what you said. So it's such a good crossover from those who love to sew and really taking it to the next level, and those who love the craft. Once again, taking it to the next level.
We want to broaden your horizons, right? We want to inspire you to try something new. And, part of Singer's brand is all about education. That's my job. I want to teach you new things, teach you new techniques. So you'll see, as you know, a lot of my sewing projects are over, on our Singer YouTube and stuff. But you're going to see me incorporate our Momento into those projects more and more over the coming months, because there's so many ways I could apply this project to so many sewing projects. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Like thousands. It really, if you're looking at Bethany's, her beautiful earrings, she made those on this cutter. I mean, all those things. So you obviously, it's a special configuration. You're going to get the additional mat that we were talking about.
You're going to get your fabric mat that doesn't normally come with it. So fabric mat and standard grip mat. So everything we've talked about and you've seen cut it today, you're going to be able to do as soon as you get it home.
And then let's look at some of our, again, fine projects done by Bethany.
Quilt.
This quilt is gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? They did such a good job with this. This is a pattern that's going to be available in our mySewnet library. So if you want to make this exact quilt, you absolutely can. All these pieces are cut out on our Momento.
I love it. Okay,
beautiful.
And then when you come down, I mean, everything. You're making baby clothes, right? You want to do
absolutely.
Cute little cutout.
I have a new nephew, so I definitely have to make him some things.
So you can make this on your Singer sewing machine, and voila, you have your little cutter. And now it takes us to, like we said,
ready to go.
That next level. We have our little tooth fairy pillow, which I think is adorable. They sell these in boutiques.
I know.
And they're so popular. A little pin cushion. I love the little characters that you did. This is my favorite. That's like a faux leather. It was all cut out.
Isn't it stunning?
So designer like,
yes. I had to bring these around for you to see
You are speaking my language. So that is just like a little foil.
It's a glitter vinyl.
Look at these. And that was just the shape. And so I could
do a little lightning bolt. It cuts it out, and then you're ready to put some little earring hooks on
And I could make 15 pair of these.
Oh my goodness, you can make so many on this mat.
Yeah, think about it as gifts. Like really, holidays.
You're gonna be making everything for all your family members.
Oh, it's so much fun. You know what's coming from the heart? There's nothing like getting something that is handmade.
But you're going to have good quality handmade gifts with this memento.
Exactly. So customize, like, too, that's the other thing. Customize your eyeglasses, your holders, your cosmetic cases, the floor mats like we were showing you, anything in the way of anything. That flower over there alone, and say, oh, I made that. Are you kidding me? Like, wow.
Did I blow your mind today?
Yeah, listen, it takes a lot for me to be speechless. I've presented cutters before, but never to this degree. And that's, again, kudos to Singer, a name that we can totally trust and know for 170 plus years, and HSN, that we have